Yo, why are you so angry all the time? Like, what's your problem? There's not really anything to be angry about, you know? Yeah, one more soju, please. Just, why are you so angry? Just like chill out, just relax. You're so angry. You get angry, you make me angry, so like I get angry, but I don't know why I'm angry. I'm only angry because you're angry. You're so angry. Relax. Just like chill out, buy you like a soju, and just like take a deep breath,
Seriously, lighten up.
What's your problem?
Why are you so angry?
Excuse me, America. I'm confused. You tell me to lighten up, but what you really mean is whiten up. You wish to wash me out, melt me in your cauldron. Excuse me if I tip your melting pot, spill the shades onto your streets. I don't want to lose my color. You wonder why I get so angry and don't trust me when I claim it's your fault.
In America, my mother's hands are the smallest dam in the world. Holding back the deluge from my transplanted yellow face, I am spared, dry, but still the son of sea jumping, trade wind swimming immigrants. And I dream of floods, and I dream of migration waves, and I etch the phantom face of structural forces bigger than I on the ionized chart of my skin
and
to know
suddenly
myself.
My skin stretches on silver screens, the killing fields for your Hollywood hype. Excuse me, America, I have tried to make this my home, but you never wanted me here.
In America, we come to the guts of America and find the gold encased in its cavernous colon, protected by the stalactite skeleton of colored martyrs who turned white to shade their children's faces from the greedy fire of America.
Dashed, capped, and lowercased in labels, contaminated by diction, pricked by vultures of bastard tongues. You mispronounce my pain, the sting heard on roll call days, daily friction, name slip off teachers' tongues sounding like slaughtered soldiers caught in battalion battlefields. Excuse me for getting so angry, but you can't even say my fucking name.
Garbled language on the slithery tongue of America. I protect myself. I wish myself to be scales, to be spikes, so I can impale your mispronunciation once and for all.
Excuse me if I have learned to master your language.
Sharpen my tongue, own my own words.
And call my pain anger. Excuse me if I get angry watching my parents wither in workday cycles while you steamroll over their dreams. They drown in blood and sweat for 15-minute breaks, and overtime meals, the factory whistle blows an awful sleep that stains my father's blue-collared shirt. Steel-toe shoes cover callous feet that stand proud to be the backbone of this America, for jobs real Americans never wanted. My father's skin sweat stories, my mother's hands hold up hope.
In America, my mother be the pricked fingers that stitch white women's vanities together. Teach me the rhythm of your steam engine heart. Teach me the sonata of my father's twisted back.
I am angry for their sacrifice. I am angry for their pain. I am angry for the lost stories and forgotten faces drowning in this land of immigrant pools.
Why are you so angry?
Because my parents are afraid. Why are you so angry?
Because I refuse to be. Thank you. We are our bonus sons. My name is Dennis Kim. This is Anita Esguerra. Seated is Emily Chang and Marlon Esguerra. And this is actually, I think, the third time that we've performed here at the Buddha Lounge for Rickshaw, and we're glad to do it.
We also give major props to Rickshaw for helping us in our begathon for the CD project that we're working on. Broken Speak is finally finished and it's coming out sometime next month, so look for some promotions on that. And we want to really give props to Rickshaw for giving us major funding for the project. So thank you, Rickshaw.
Thank you very much, Rickshaw. The CD is dope. It's not just voice, We got to work with a bunch of musicians and a very talented producer, and it'll be coming out very soon. This is Phil. We used to go to church together, and I'm like, Phil? And he recognized me. But yeah, I think it was nice to see you. The next piece features Emily and Marlon.
Time sinks faces away like shattered ships.
I slip skins on the thought of what is to be.
Mobbing them halfway until they slide, slippery into the sea, their names sketched on water.
Pressing prayer and whisper, a litany, and I wish for the right words that make sense and last in that world. Words.
My grandmother,
My father,
matron of stowaways,
immigrant wordsmith of Post 65.
steals objects from this stranger's house, our house, and hides them wrapped carefully in tissue, secrets burning into her drawers.
Every morning for 15 years, he lettered boxes, filled the squares in the Sun-Times and Tribune crosswords, back in the pages where Family Circle comics mingled with word jumbles and crisscross.
My grandmother, that papery walnut of a woman, keeps time like promises, cages love and objects we throw around the house.
My papa, the stubborn product of American promise and homeland hardship, he would always sit there until he got every last word. He would always sit there, thumbing dictionaries, searching for the answers with anxious hands.
Her hands, deft and quick, pick up fragments of memories, debris floating atop the muddy sea of her mind. Her hands, once spun strong and seamless webs around 3 sons, 2 daughters, 1 husband who she watched forget each child's name, one by one.
Question and answer. He would always seek a little help from me. A knock. What's a 4-letter word that goes with horseshoe? Toss, I said. A 7-letter word that goes with counter? Culture, I said. We toss culture with words every morning for 15 years.
My grandmother's strong hands, 15 years later.
He mixes Senko with syntax.
We mix music with memory. Her hands tremble on the edge of forgetfulness over wooden plunks of piano keys, not quite remembering how she used to play that song.
How's it go again? I can't quite remember every word, and I can't quite remember every story he told. He lived.
How's it go again?
I was told later. Parents have a habit of always telling you so damn later that when he first came here in 1969, he worked as a bellhop at the Palmer House. His accent was so thick and he being so tongue-tied, they laughed him clear out of the lobby, out of the graveyard shift, out of the newspaper, into the back of a living room table, into a crossword puzzle. A knock. What's a 4-letter word for to hit the snag? Slip, I said. Maybe trip, I said. Sometimes fall over words.
My grandmother trips over words when she speaks to us. We are foreign children, American children, insolence and forgotten languages cocked at the folds of our mouths. Her past is volatile to me, senseless and forgotten fragments. If we are the music makers and we the dreamers of dreams, then let me make sense of this. 81 years, several wars, famines and migrations later, my grandmother leans solitary on the piano bench, rounded back, aching a morning curve into the keys. She smells of old clothes, medicine cabinets, hair grease, and raw earth. My grandmother, in the fog of Alzheimer's, collects fallen leaves like memories and can't remember where home is.
I can't quite remember every word. I can't quite remember every detail of every story, but we pieced them. We claim their name and cry their prayers in a litany of proof this land owes you.
She sculpts her dreams into memories, remembering them in
Tell them our
past tense
family
to love
history.
what never happened. Now she plucks
Show
out a
them
tune
your
on my
dream
piano,
card.
rebuilding memory with her fingers.
The 5
She,
years of
living in a
pictures
house
you
full
said,
of
"Mama," while
strangers,
you
owns
petitioned
nothing
for
but
us.
this song. She plays
Your
it
pride
over
in my
and
good
over,
English.
catching her needlehead memory on the groove of a record.
home that
She
you
let
can
it
never
revolve,
return
spin
to.
circles around the hollow of her chest.
Show
Once
them the
for
home
each
that you
child
can
and
never
one for
claim.
each time she remembered a time before life in America
Without
that
words.
had to be justified with a long list of papers and photographs and memories. My grandmother,
My father.
she wrings life from each piano key,
He fights for every mispronounced syllable in a crossword,
carving her stories
carving his stories
from memory. For being a little frazzled, we kind of are running late.
Those are new pieces.
Yeah, we wrote that before we came here.
Those are the oldies.
Well, yeah, oldies. And please, we feed very much off of audience reaction, so feel free to
Get loud.
get loud and laugh and yell
Chuckle.
and chuckle heartily. Okay. Ha ha ha. Okay.
This is called Not Your Fetish.
I heard someone scream. No! So you tell me you have an Asian fetish.
A sexual preference, you call
As if the
it.
question posed was if you preferred men, women, or yellow. My skin is yellow,
And my hair is
but I am
black.
beyond a color negation, a tight-lipped kowtow kitchen god praising mystery of the orange,
Who rubs your feet while my owner bound backwards and my battered bones broken for the sake of beauty?
and to walk upon your crooked back. There was a time when I thought you were interested in a mind and not your construction of a race.
Until I saw you week after week picking up only girls with yellow face.
You are living in my 4th grade cultures textbook in which my body and slanty eyes are labeled Mongoloid on page 69, and my almond eyes are what you see. My land is the land of ancient herbal remedies.
And my people are the people of Dragon and Jane.
And my ancestors are the kin of ancient aphorisms about lucky numbers and new love, stuffed smartly into styrofoam cookies.
5,000 years stashed in an after-dinner wafer.
My lips, my teeth, the tip of the tongue.
My lips, my teeth, the tip of the tongue. My lips,
I'm
my
tired of
teeth,
this
the tip of the
machine
tongue
we call American history. Our sweet land of liberty has a stolen canvas that's painted in white over black,
brown,
yellow.
red.
Culture, pride, love are seething and swelling.
Swelling and seething.
Underneath this paint, this pain, and words collect in my temple like a dammed-up river, and water soaks my weary stone bones and bloated brain. Undulating waves of choking, breathless edge of life flailing. Culture, pride, love. We struggle to keep our heads above water.
Struggle to breathe air.
To breathe freedom, but your never-ending pitches of hello, sex, Katie, and Disney ideals of making the foreign exotically strange. In your Walgreens version of Master Chan's tinky-eyed ginseng extract for film libidos are pushing our tired heads back down. Culture, pride, Isang Mahal are drowning in this machine. My lips, my teeth, the tip of the tongue are ready to scream.
Are ready to scream.
I am tired of this machine we call American history.
Current times and current trends, when will it all come to an end? Fashion trends and haute couture designed to appropriate my culture for mass hysterical shopping sprees. What is it that makes me in this year? Movie stars enchanted with Buddhist themes drape themselves in holy golden robes, promoting 7-year travels to Tibet in pursuit of Kundun dreams. And leading the way for mass consumer markets, Madonna seeks a spiritual high, cleverly promoting album sales through trendy Asian culture, citing an ancient Hindu rhythmic dance, flashing Sanskrit verses negate of scripture, and leading the way for mass consumer markets. Motherfuckers display my culture as mannequin trends in Megamall windows, two-dimensional appeal on fashion spreads. Current times and current trends, when will it all come to an end? Appropriate, appropriate, take, take, take. Motherfuckers exploit my culture out of context with no content. What is it that makes me in this year?
So you tell me you have an Asian fetish, but are you just hoping to find any people, a mail order bride with exotic eyes and a clipped stride? They say culture is freedom is culture, but where is that freedom when 5,000 years of history becomes a pride in the back of life's cereal box? Your fatherland, rape, motherhood, children, it was full of common good and on a recently renovated sex. Her story is still, his story is still one of feeding grapes and porno tapes and
the
nanking
motherfucker
rapes.
who used to sign my paychecks and all the rest. So you have an Asian fetish and beyond because you proclaim you've gone through your ethnic women stage. Thrilled to know that you have tried all different kinds of women types.
As if shopping for culture on supermarket shelves.
You had your fun, you had your kicks, but now you've settled with a wife and 2 kids, hiding in a bourbon home, tucked away in safe, gated subdivisions.
Only handling culture for 8 hours a day.
How disturbing you are to me as your blood cells are infected by dirty old man disease, and how unfortunate behavior is inherited.
And how unfortunate racism is learned.
And how unfortunate sexism exists. You've inherited your father's fascination with us Asians, always remarking how cute and demure his little girlfriend is, and how fascinated are you with moon festivals and tasty moon cakes, priding your diet on Chinese takeout.
Priding your tongue on mastering Chinese words, even reading translated Chinese novels.
To further prove your white Chineseness, demanding that
All households should carry chopsticks and tiger balm.
disturbed that I don't use chopsticks or medicate with Tiger Balm. How disturbing it is for you to tell me what my culture is when my culture to you is a weekend fling. Stop masturbating in your own glory. Stop masturbating in my culture.
Stand up, girl. You can wipe that semen from your eyes. I've toiled 20 years to strip myself with a chafing rope that bind my feet tight, and still they give me stiletto heels. But I've worked hard to keep my black hair on blonde, to defend my chest from injections of saline from a man's raping eye. He taught us to divide so we could be conquered, to hate our best girlfriends because they're always better looking, to conceal the truth with Almay and Revlon. Wipe that shit off your face. You, of strong roots and skyward hands, you are beautiful, the volumes you carry upon your shoulders. And you, fan of Susie Wong and Dragon Lady, you can still ask me to bounce on your back with my binded feet, but I am twice removed, and I am twice ahead. I will not stop, drop, and play dead, and you best not turn your head, because you don't know how well I can speak this language. Stop masturbating in your own glory. Stop masturbating in my culture. I am not your father's geisha girl. I will not bathe you with
in the blood of
sponge.
Nancy
I will not feed you with exotic
from your own words,
spices.
exotic spices.
I will not read you Amy
I will read
Tan
you
stories.
anthems of liberation.
I am not a
I am
feather
a
from
fist,
a distant
a kick,
land.
a punch.
I am not
I am yellow power.
I do not have a Hello Kitty smile.
My tongue is sharp and my words
I
sting
do not
hard.
whisper
I
ancient
place
Chinese
acid on the tip
secrets.
of my tongue. I do not whisper
ancient
secrets.
Chinese.
I prefer to shout out truth.
I will not serve you
I
as
will
if
not
I be
serve
genie
you,
and you be master. I will not submit. I will not
Stop
be changed your
masturbating in your own
mannerisms.
glory.
My mind
Stop
is swollen with
masturbating
your
in my
miseducation.
culture.
That was nice.
It was sweet.
Good poem. They're like cats in the audience, like. I took my hat off.
Alright, this is our last piece of the night. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much for having us. Thank you very much, Rickshaw. We hope to see another magazine out soon. We are half the world. And tonight the elders speak on the walls drenched by the tears of homeless lands and rented tongues, and spirits forced down the throats of native sons raped daughters. I major in the diversity of the old school, and my skills are the mad text of collie sticks, drumming the noggin of assimilation, rat-a-tat-tatting against forgetting. Does the future so bright? Shit, kid, I gotta wear shades of cool like that, creeping midnight roundabouts with windmills and flex styles, freestyles and jumps over turnstiles. I pay no fare. We all ride for
Freedom.
on my elevated train to Mingus Jello.
Wiggle it just a little bit.
They call me Mellow Yellow, but I am. I am. We all be shorty, leaping for reaching heaven's lucky. 7-Eleven skipping steps on that damn stairway to and fro. Profiling and bell-bottom fusion Adidas walk this ways on Beach Street. We are the hella crush groove transcontinental admiration posse of the Golden Dragon. We real cool. We have elevated our souls to graduate our kind, carried to attend kid at the College of Free Minds. Your tuition is paid for by the grants of tortured pensionados 1,000 times over.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
But damn, that strange fruit leaves a bitter taste. You don't need a sixth sense to know it's food for the soul, the inn, topping the spire. I'm the edifice called motivation against Watsonvilles and Manila Hotel wrecking balls. Grazing the time when Flappers was Zappa and Duke played for the migrant workers and the brethren in camps Roosevelt concentrated interns into. Damn, the record is not over yet. The record is not over yet.
So
I'm
DJ,
minor, major in the flag of fascists and GOP jumpsuits sparking up in dark corners with stolen peace pipes between border patrols. I increase the peace, turn up the treble so as to hear my mother tongue. Turn up the treble so as to wet the cleft palate. Consciousness is streaming, my cup runneth over, and libations of liberations call to arms. We in one movement, walking many miles.
And I am not tongue-tied.
Try as you may.
I am not tongue-tied. I am burnished brass like the feet of Yesu.
I am not the conquered one, I am not the slave.
I am sacred text yellowed by the centuries.
I am not the refined savage, I am not the slave.
I am free jazz blowing over the changes of astrology.
I am not the yuppie pound puppy, I am not the slave.
I am a horn squeezed between the lips of dizzy prophets.
And I am not the forgotten one, I am not the slave.
I am the powder in your piece. Powder fine, lyric blowing in the wind, I speak my peace. We are half the world.
Though you pigeonhole me, try me, deny me, the equal rights more equal to some than to others. Lighter than me, taller than me, everything but better than me. We are half the world.
You should climb your family tree because I am persimmon in the branches and the roots beneath your feet. I am half the world.
We skip the boxes of census cattle cars going to nowhere. I make a lot, Bertayong lahat, all for one is sangbak sak. We are half the world.
If we choose to be, if I will walk with I and not wallow in the imagery cut and pasted from my history for the profit of my enemy, we are half the world.
Not the token, spirit broken, Susie Wong, Ching Chong Fong, look up your fucking stereotypes, they're dead, long gone, we are half the world.
And I don't wait for this pot to boil. I am word and dying fuel in the tongue of living flame, and I will mark this walled up Rome in the name of my truest self as soon as I learn that shit, because I am half the fucking world, and I am be that butter-colored brother on the brown line, northbound, eyes blinking, lips moving but producing no sound. I be that kid with the on-the-job head bob, headphones on while I hand you your change, mister. rehearsing my plie in the dance of infinity to be executed on the lip of some faraway stage when I come to meet my brother in the lights. My name is, no name is, every name that I name and don't name is every word rendered sensical by context in the moment. Is neither concept or idea, but impossible possible movement is the wordless word, the impossible possible sound of freedom, 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 and I refuse to reside in the melon rind of my mind anymore. I wish to take up residence in the fingerprint imprints of love and thanksgiving, in the replenishing spring of thanksgiving that dwells deep in the center of my chest, for word, for sound, for power, for mic, for phone, for my left foot, for my right foot, for the brother standing in the front and peering at me like, what the fuck is this kid on? But my word is gone, and it doesn't matter because this is a freestyle that flies high over the heads of some who aren't educated in the four elements. But I rap present what my brothers and sisters present to me on notepads in the morning. I find myself saying as I go to bed, yawning in the night time, drop dimes or sometimes nickels when I don't have the change. I wrote my tag in the bathroom, but I had to erase it because it felt kind of strange at the Buddha lounge. Some kids be scrounging on the mic being like, oh, I don't know what my next lyric is, but I don't even feel it, kid. I'm Buddha lounging and be expounding upon the subject at hand. D-man, equal rights for my veteran and sister rad, because that's what Super Friends is all about. So activate, we reacted, mate. That be my brother Roberto Gonzalez in the front, and he be catching flies. And I see the super size of this French fry coming soon. What the hell did that mean? I don't even know, but boom, boom, boom. That's my man Mark at the bar. He be chilling like a superstar, buying Alizé for his girl. What you say? This world is mine, and that's because we are half of it, half of it, half of it, and the gift of it be spirit when I spell peace.
Peace, y'all. We're